Hi. Let me adjust. Hi, and welcome to a new episode of mYak. This week we are going to talk about our ready-to-wear collection. So it's not about knitting, but it's going to be about our ready-to-wear. And this is something special that I want to talk about, and is different from some of the other episodes that we have done, because we've been really focusing on knitting for the last few years. So this one, as I said, is a very special one. But let me introduce myself in case you have not seen my face or you don't know me. I'm Paola. I am the co-founder of mYak, together with Andrea Dominici, who is based in Italy, and I am based here in New York. So I am streaming from our studio in the West Village in New York. Before anything else, I want to thank you for watching us live, and for the people for all of you, we will watch this once you will stream at your own pace. I know that these days being at home is always nice to watch new things, and so we are trying to bring new content every week or every 2 weeks, and we'll see how it goes. So if you like what you see, I would love if you were to subscribe to our channel, and like it. Any comment that you want to add, it would be really good. So I also have a live chat. I'm alone today, so I will try to answer if I see any question that are coming up. I will try to answer as we go. You can also follow us on Instagram, which is mYak_us or US, depends how you read it. And I also invite you to subscribe to our newsletter. We send a newsletter out every week or every 10 days, depending whether we have something to say or not. And I will put all the links down below after the chat. Everything that we talk about, everything that I'll show, and also the links to subscribe to our channel, the newsletter, and Instagram as well. So I don't know if many of you really know the story of mYak, but mYak did not start as a yarn brand. It started from the passion that Andrea and I had for Tibetan people, and the animals and the landscape. Andrea and I spent over 20 years on the Tibetan plateau, living and working there, both with community of farmers and community of nomads. But it was really on the grassland of the Tibetan plateau that we fell in love with the yaks and with the nomads and the herders. It was a very difficult time for Tibetan in general. And we were trying to find a way to support them, but not just come in with some cash and just give them a donation and say, here you go, and do something with the money. We really wanted to create a cooperative. We create something that we could build together, we could believe in it together, and we could be part of it together. And so we actually start as a cheese factory. We just did some cheese production for quite a few years, and it's still going on. There is a dairy production in an area not far from where we source the fiber. So we have the same people that collect the milk, are the same families that collect the fiber as well. And Andrea is very much in charge of that now. It goes back and forth 4 times a year for both mYak and the dairy project, even if right now we cannot go. I just realized I just use my hands a lot. I'm Italian after all. So we were working with the nomads on the cheese production, and we're trying to understand what else we could do. And it was just one day where we were walking on the grassland that Andrea and I saw a child that was carrying a young yak, a beautiful little black yak, across the river. And he crossed the river and he came towards us. And he said that he had heard, he was a veterinarian in the area, and whether we could help his sick yak. So Andrea immediately put his gloves on and he started looking at the hair and the fiber of this poor little animal who was fairly sick. And he immediately realized that he had some parasites. So we told the young child that we had some medicine back where we were living, where we were staying in the other tents, and we would just, we would be able to bring the medicine to him. which it took us few hours the next day of hiking up on the mountain to reach that family. I remember that. But when Andrea was sort of touching the undercoat of this animal to visit him, to check what was wrong with him, he said, "Paola, this is so soft. You should come and touch it. It's really, really nice soft." Of course, I didn't want to touch it. Do I want to put my hands in a parasite? No. So definitely, I didn't touch it. But I said to Andrea, "I trust you." And then we went back, we brought the medicine to the nomads, but that was really the start of us thinking what else we could do with the nomads and these animals. And we started talking with some of the families, and they said that they were underselling the fiber to middlemen that were just coming through town or through the area, and but they didn't make any money out of it. But the yak is really the beauty, is really the treasure of the nomads. They do everything with it, and we talked about it many times, and we will talk about it more. We are planning for a nice chat with Andrea as well, where we can explain more about the sourcing of the fiber and everything else. But we thought, okay, let's try, grab some of this fiber, let's bring it to Italy, let's do some experiment. And when we were in Italy, in the lab in Torino, which is the textile areas of northern Italy, where the best textiles are made, and because of the best water as well, the lab person told us that what we had, the baby yak that we have in our hands, or under the mic in this case, it was as soft as cashmere. So we thought, okay, let's do something. What we did is not yarn. The yarn came much later, and that's another funny story that I will leave for another episode. But what we decided, because we didn't know anything about fashion, we didn't know anything about fiber either. So we start learning about it, we start researching about it, we start talking not just with with the Tibetan people on the Tibetan plateau, but with a lot of the mills in Italy. And because we are Italian, we knew that we wanted to put together the beauty of the Tibetan plateau, the beauty of this fiber, but also the artisanal craftsmanship that Italy can offer. So the made in Italy, the crafted in Italy, for us was very, very important. So we knew that we wanted to shorten the chain, have the fiber sourced directly from the nomads, export it to Italy, and do the spinning, the weaving, and the knitting, the machine knitting in this case, done in Italy. We were really adamant about that. We didn't want to have anything done anywhere else. We knew that if we had chosen another path, it would have been much cheaper. So the product that we had produced would have been much cheaper, but the quality and the finishing and just ethically, it was very important for us to do that. And so that's what we did. So we decided to create a collection of ready-to-wear, because one does, not knowing anything about fashion. We were very much into slow fashion and ethical fashion way before this was trendy. And I think that was our mistake as well. We were way ahead of time. We were just thinking, why would you produce a collection 4 collections a year and fill your wardrobe with pieces and pieces and pieces that you don't wear? Let's just make few beautiful pieces that you can keep for a lifetime, that, they're high quality. But I don't think that many people were reasoning the same way that we did right then. Then we had another thought. Okay, so we have this beautiful fiber. We had the natural fiber is dark brown. So this is the beautiful dark brown that most yaks produce, or that's the undercoat of the young yaks. And we thought, it's so beautiful. I love chocolate. It's a beautiful color. Why would we change it? So we were told that maybe if we were to bleach it, we could obtain all the colors of the world. We thought, why would you bleach? Can you think about the issue with environment, the water, pollution? How can we know the side effects that this kind of material would have on your skin later on? And so we thought, no, we don't bleach. We go natural. We just go with the brown, and we produce a brown collection. Luckily, we had somebody that helped us. We worked with a Brooklyn-based designer. His name is Tom Scott, who had done a lot of knitwear design as well. And he said, well, let's see, what else can you get from the nomads? And we saw that we could also source some of the desert, which is, I'm showing you what we have in the skin now. Those are the colors that you know. And this is what came about later. So the desert was the second color, was not as, easy to get, but we had quite a bit. And we thought, okay, we can just put those two together. And then slowly we did add some colors. But because we were adamant in not bleaching, we decided that we could only add colors on top of the natural basis, in the same way that we do with our yarn right now. We don't bleach, we just dye on top of the base. So we have a dark green, a dark blue, or a burgundy, that were like a nice dark burgundy dyed on the desert, on the chocolate. And we have some of the other colors dyed on the desert. Move forward few years, we start sourcing more fiber. And also with the nomads, we also managed to get a lighter fiber. So this is the oatmeal. This is the current oatmeal. And again, the oatmeal changes every year. I'm digressing a little bit, but this is important. So the oatmeal that we source every year, it could be completely different. And because we dyed on the natural base, everything is, year from year, the colors are different. So for example, these are 3 oatmeal: current, past, and previous. I think you can say that. So current production, past production, and previous production. You see how different this is. This is all oatmeal. This is what is sourced from the women when they source the fiber. But going back, so these were the 3 colors. Actually, only 2 at the beginning. So we had that, and we thought, all right, let's produce a collection. And we did. And I think that the quality that we had was beautiful. It still is, a few years later, we're still very happy about what we have produced. But because of the limited pieces that we had and the limited colors, we never managed to go into big stores or big department stores or stores that could buy, because they were saying, if we buy this collection now, what are you going to make in a few months? And we said, no, we're not going to do that. This is what we have. So we sold it a lot to friends and families. We had a few shops that got it, a few, especially European stores that understood the beauty and understood what the slow fashion movement was about. In the same way that, we care about the slow knitting or slow food. And, we were all about that already when it started. So we produced the collection, and I said, we start selling the pieces that we had, and I'm going to show them to you, but I just want to have this introduction so that you understand where we stand now. Then a few years later, that's when in 2013, 2014, that's when we went into the knitting world. So we start focusing on that. We start, mYak as a yarn business and a yarn brand, and always with the same conscious standard, the ethical sourcing and everything else. And we left the collection a little bit there. Once in a while we sold pieces, but we were not pushing it. We were not really talking about it, because the focus was very much on knitting. And if many of you watching us now is because you know us for the knitting. Everything that you see behind me is about the hand knitting part of things. So this year has been a difficult year. It's been a difficult year for everybody. And it's not just us, whether you own a business, where you are working independently, or wherever you are, where you're a health worker or a teacher. This year, since the pandemic started, has been a tough one for everybody. Now, we've been hit by COVID from the beginning, because our production is on Tibetan Plateau. So, of course, everything just got closed down. Everybody was in lockdown way before we even heard that something was happening here in the US, or that we even considered that this was going to come here. Little that we knew. So we were supposed to start doing the the sourcing, or at least give the cash advance to the nomads to start collecting. Every year, Andrea goes and says, this is how much yarn, how much fiber we need to produce our the skins that you see, that you love, the skin of yarn. Andrea couldn't go. We just we saw the situation, and the nomads were hit quite badly. They couldn't move, they couldn't do much, they were afraid. What if this comes here? What if it affects the animals? So we thought, okay, we care about this community. We care about Tibet. We care about Tibetans. This is what we stand for. Is not, I always say mYak is much more than a yarn brand. So we decided, we thought, this thing is going to last maybe a few months. Let's buy a lot of fiber so that the nomads can relax, can have a good year. They don't have to think about it. We will produce more, we will sell more. We have good stores, we have good wholesale accounts, we have a growing number of people that love our yarn. Let's do it. So we promised, we made a promise. And if you're like us, you don't break your promise. So we promised, and we sent a big cash advance so that everybody could be happy, quiet, not quiet, meaning that didn't have to worry. Then COVID arrived in Italy. So everything was stuck. We couldn't move the fiber from China to Italy. And when finally we could stand it, the pandemic was spreading in Italy like in no other countries in Europe or in the US, and then slowly everywhere else. So the mills closed down, everything closed down. We couldn't go to the office. The mYak team in Italy could not go to the office, and everything else. So you can imagine. So now we had finally this fiber that we, slowly we had, decided to collect and everything else, but we couldn't use it. We couldn't do anything. Then what happened? Eventually the mills in Italy started, but a lot of the stores, the yarn stores, closed down, whether temporarily or some of them closed down forever, like a lot of other businesses. A lot of people lost their jobs and everything else. So we lost a lot of accounts. And we thought, okay, what we have to do. We made this promise. We have to keep our promises, because that's who we care, is them, it's not us. It's not about our income, it's about them. It's about the Tibetans. So we try to sell more yarn, and we are very grateful for the support that we received from a few stores that, despite the difficulties, kept renewing their orders. And and of course there are some, and we understand, some people put them on hold, some people cancel them, and it's fine. Of course, everybody has to survive in any way they can. But then we had to pay. It was time to pay the nomads and what we had promised. We are very proud. We are, both Andrea and I and the team, Elena and Carlotta, we are a very small team, but we are super proud and super, it's super difficult for us to ask for help. And, somebody was advising us to do a GoFund campaign or something else, and we decided, no, we don't have anything that we can sell. We have plenty of beautiful things that we could sell. So this is how the sale of the collection came about. We thought, let's open the stock. Let's see what we have of our beautiful, timeless pieces. And let's reduce the prices of those. We had them for a little bit. And beautiful, they are, as I said, eternal, meaning that unless you, throw it in the machine and you break it, a mYak throws last a lifetime. It can become easily an heirloom. And so we did. It was literally me waking up one morning saying, Andrea, let's reduce the prices. Let's put the collection online. So Elena and Carlotta just quickly put all the pictures together. We put the stock, more or less what the stock we had. And I made a post. I honestly did not believe, and Andrea believed it even less than me, that the community that we had, the community that we belong to, was ever so supportive and wonderful, and start reposting and posting and the stories, and it was like un tamburo. It's like it's like a drum. When it's like word of mouth, and it was flying. To me, it was really a reminiscent of the Tibetan flags that they carry your wishes through the wind, and it was really blowing around. And we started having so many people asking about the collection, and we received a lot of orders. And so today here I am on behalf of mYak, on behalf of my team, to say thank you to all of you that have purchased some of our collection. Purchase yarn as well. Of course, yarn helps as well, but also we are shipping slowly. It's quite a few orders, so we are slowly shipping them away. So we want to say, foremost, thank you. Thank you for the support, whether you have purchased, whether you have liked, whether you have reposted it, and so many other friends and brands and bloggers and people have done that. And from the bottom of our hearts, we are so very grateful. But why this video today? This video is made to make you understand why we had to do that, why we wanted to do that. Not only because we wanted you to have a piece of mYak, but because by owning one of our scarves or a throw or a tie even, or a pair of gloves, you are contributing to something really important. It is important for us, but it's important to a lot more people up on the Tibetan plateau. So, and you are part of it. So, this is a way of saying you can be part of something bigger. So if you are thinking of purchasing an ethical gift, a gift that gives back, something that everybody is always trying to. Sorry, I'm lost my train of thoughts. Trying to go ahead of your gifting, of your holiday gifting, whether you are gifting for Thanksgiving or Christmas or anything else. Especially if you're a knitter, not always you can knit as fast as all of the gifts that you have to purchase. So because of the prices have been reduced up to 70%, I think these are very, very affordable items that you can purchase for yourself or for gifting. So a yarn that gives back, an ethical gift that gives back is something that you can have. But let me show you some of the pieces that we have left. You will have to go, the stock in Italy, so the European stock, European international stock, and the US are different. We ship to the US and Canada from New York, and we ship everywhere else from Italy. So the stock might vary. And you might, try now if you want after the chat, but also go back tomorrow because we have a few things moving back and forth and some of the stock is arriving. So we will have to update the stock as well. If you go on the store, or if you go online and you see something is sold out completely, that means that luckily we have sold out, but you can buy some yarn instead. So let's start with the first pieces that we produce. So the yak fiber, the baby yak fiber, is a very short fiber and it's very difficult to spin. So you need special machinery and especially technicians that know how to do that. We wanted something super thin, thinner than is like a pashmina, but even thinner than that. It was very hard to obtain obtain by weaving it. But we did, working with a small artisanal mill in Italy, very famous for the work that they do with a lot of other designers, super famous designers, at least the designer that have not moved their production in mainland China or in Eastern Europe. So the few that are still, all the old days when you were producing the most beautiful things in Italy. So what we produced was our herringbone stole. The herringbone stole comes in, it's a large size, is actually 75 by 200 centimeters or 30 by 71 inches. I might get the inches a little bit wrong. I'm still on a I'm still on a centimeters situation. So if you ask how many inches to a centimeters, I don't even know that. Maybe I should refresh my math skills. Anyway, so the herringbone stole. So we have the stole. This is done with our desert and the chocolate. So you were saying, you know, we only had 2 colors. Let's make the most out of it. So we thought, what do we do? The woven part is done with natural cards, so it's so very, very soft and very artisanal. Now, this is a delicate stole. So if you think about gifting it to your husband that has a lot of beard or, you know, stub or something else, don't, because, you know, keep it for yourself, don't give it to him. It's not super fragile, but it can be very fragile, and you should dry clean it. And I wear mine to go, you know, those days when you were on a plane, you know, flying. Do you remember those days where you could just travel a lot? So I had mine always with me because it's super light. Let me just show you the full size. It's a very, very light stole, super warm. Because, you know, if you think about the mYak fiber, the yak fiber is warmer than merino. And it goes with anything because it's a natural color. You can just wear it like that. It keeps you nice and warm, so it's good. You know, it's good for men and women as well. But you can just wrap yourself in it as well. Put it over a coat, or in autumn when you're just wearing still you're wearing a dress or one of your sweater, beautiful knitted sweater. You just put it on top, and it becomes, you know, it's becoming really, really nice. So that is the herringbone stole, and I know we have a few of these in stock for sure. With the same pattern, it also comes in a scarf form, so it's the same. So is half the size. I don't think I have one here, but so there would be half the size of the scarf and a little bit shorter. So the scarf is 14 by 67. So almost half of the size. Anyway, and it comes in a couple of different colors. I think it comes in a midnight blue. So if you know our dark blue, that would be one of the colors that it comes from. So these are the beautiful woven stoles. And with the same sizes and the same idea, we have the pied de poule or houndstooth stole. So I want to show you, trying to see whether in the camera you can see the design. So this little checkerboard kind of thing, which reminded us a lot of the Tibetan carpet design as well. So that's the same. It's a beautiful checkerboard stole, desert and chocolate with a natural color, the same size, the same softness. I think is one of the softest thing I ever tried. And when you feel it, it's like having a thin cashmere stole. And I think somebody is knocking. I will be back 1 second. Sorry. Sorry for the interruption. My mailman came to the wrong floor, but he has a lot of your packages, so it's important that he came. Right, so the third stole, it comes all in brown as well. So the same stole that we had, same size, same everything, but simply for the lovers of chocolate, is absolutely gorgeous as well, is just in brown. And I have one of each. And I think the chocolate one, it really feels, it feels nice and soft and super nice as well. So those are the woven stoles, herringbone and houndstooth stole. After we have done that, we have tried to, as I said, we had some other colors, and then I go back to the chocolate one. We had this vaporizzata scarf. Vaporizzata is a kind of technique, it's like, like a very fluffy, very light and very fluffy. So we did the herringbone design still, but with chocolate and a few other colors. I think we have a few of the saffron with the, chocolate and brown. I think if you see the chocolate and brown that you have is exactly the same color that we have in our yarn. So we came with that. One of the, so this is a little bit narrower, and is 12 by 47 inches or 35 by 170 centimeters. And it's fun because it has fringes. So we know that, you know, who doesn't love fringes this day? All the fringes are in chocolate. Again, this is good for men or women. Most of our products are unisex. And my husband has one of these in another color, in the burgundy, I think. And it's super nice. You know, it's a generous scarf. It stays on. It keeps you, there's no scratchy whatsoever. You know, I think if you know me, you know that I cannot wear anything that is scratchy. And this is so soft against your skin that is absolutely nice. So I think we have a few of these as well. Talking about some time we decided to mix. We for the second collection that we did, we also had some cashmere. We had started working with some of the nomadic family. They also had the little cashmere goats. They are so cute, and I think we talked about the cashmere. And stay tuned if you are a knitter, because we are launching a new cashmere collection in October. We are going to launch it at Indian Tangle, and it's absolutely fabulous. I just got all of the bowls. This time we did bowls here, and it's incredibly beautiful. We are very excited about it. Anyway, going back, we had some cashmere, and which we could, of course, dye at a brighter color. So yellow, of course, was one of the colors that we wanted. We did this ochre, which was this one. We still have it in our in the yarn collection, and I think it's nice to show you how also the palette of our yarn came about. So these are the abstract twill. And again, as I said, if you're just joining us now, I will link everything below. It will take a while for me to link everything, but I will do it. Or you can just go to our homepage, and you will see under highlights, you have ready to wear. You just click there, you will see beautiful pictures, not just, you know, me blabbing away, showing you a few scarves. You will see them modeled by friends of ours and some professional models as well. And so you can see also more photos. Anyway, so this is the abstract twill, the same as the vaporizzata scarf. It also has the same fringes, the brown fringes, but this is 65 mYak and 47 or something cashmere. So it's very soft. And you can see this is also done with a natural cards. So it's a special technique that is used only in a few mills in Italy, and is sort of like a dream. I love this color, particularly this color, especially in winter. And this year, this is one of the colors that really goes. So if you like yellow, if you love something that mix and match two fibers, this is definitely something for you. So the same vaporizzata abstract twill. Did I tell you the size? No, I didn't. It's 35 by 170 centimeters, which is 14 by 67 centimeters as well. So that's how you can see it. And instead, if you love green, I don't know how many we have these, maybe one or two, or maybe a few more, not sure. And this is with so the brown is the chocolate, the baby yak, and the green is jade, is the cashmere. So this one in jade and cashmere is also very beautiful. You see them together. You can have one each. One for you and one for your partner, friend, mother, parents, or anything, anything else. I see some messages coming through my chat. But right, let's go on. Tashi, we have a Tashi scarf, Tashi tube scarf. And I see, Natalia, you are online. If you're still there, I know you got it and you are enjoying it. And so this is a tube. This is made for those winter when it's really, really cold. And I know that we are staying home, but we will get out again. And when you just don't want to put on so many layers, but you just want something that is nice, soft, and warm. So this can be used as, you got two, okay. And this can be used as a scarf. It's a seat stitch, so, perfect. Think about nice seat stitch for the knitters listening, watching right now, in two colors. This one is a midnight blue, and so it's baby yak and cashmere again. The light blue is ceruleo, it's like a light blue. And so anyway, so this is the scarf. So you see that? It looks like a nice scarf, thick. You can open up, you can just wear it. You just put it on and say, okay, I just have my scarf, a little stole, a little cape. You can just put it on and make it like that. Let's see. Gosh, I'm so little. But the beauty about this one, and I have one because I just love it, especially when I travel back to Italy in winter. I live up on the mountain and it's so cold. So now I have to take my glasses off. And it's not good for your hair day. But what you do, you use it as the nicest and warmest cowl you could possibly have. It's good even if you have a mask and you go out and you forgot your mask. Well, make sure you wear a mask anyway. But this will cover you up. And it's so long, you can also, of course, put it inside and adjust it. You decide which part you want to show. Let me put my glasses on so I can actually see what I'm doing. I'm not sure. But also you can have it as a little hood. So you put it up and, it's nice. It just depends on where you want it. And you can wear it that way. And it's really, really nice and long. And then you can take it off. And then you can take it off and you have wonderful mess in your hair. And it comes in different colors. I do believe that the natural chocolate and desert and maybe a couple of the blue ones are still available. So this is the Tsushi tube scarf, and it's pretty long. It's 120 centimeters, so it's 47 inches long. You can also put it together with a pin and do that. Pema scarf. The Pema scarf is a beautiful, again, if you're watching and you are a knitter, you will appreciate the cables. This is like a pineapple cable and some other cables. Look at that. How many different cables did we manage to put into this scarf? This is the natural color. It only comes, I think we only have it in chocolate. And it's a very nice, long, generous scarf. We are actually going to come out with a knitting pattern. So if you say, oh, no, I don't really want it, but can you have a knitting pattern with it? We will. So, just give us some time to get our act together, and we will also come out with a nice knitting pattern. It will require a lot. This could be done with a worsted weight. It's exactly the same. Actually, if you want a comparison, the worsted weight is the medium weight worsted weight that we have is a nice comparison to see. But this is a nice, warm, generous scarf. One good thing about it is not heavy. It's not heavy on your shoulder. None of our product, in the same way that when you knit a sweater with a baby yak, it feels so light, and people are very, very surprised about it, is because that's the way it is. It's not, it's very, very light. So beautiful cable. You love cables, you're going to love this scarf. So if you have one of those gifts to say, somebody's asking me to knit a scarf, but I won't be able to do it, there you go. You can just get a couple of these and know that you've done a good, you've done a good deed. At least you've done that. We also have the gloves. The gloves has gone really fast. I don't know how many we have left. We had several gloves that we have made. Let me take my ring off first to do that. So we have the Nyawang scarves. Now, people have asked about the names of these products. So each item of the collection has a name of one person in the cooperative of nomads. So meaning that each item has been named after one person in the cooperative, or like a Tibetan name anyway. So these are the Nyawang Gloves. They are like general size. So for me, I have small hands, so these are a little bit big for me, but they are nice. I can just like move back before I don't. So they are nice. They cover up. So it's not, if you have also those 3/4 sweaters or coat, they fit in very nice together, and they can go, and so they go on the opposite. The thumbs is made on chocolate, and so it goes with the opposite. This is also like almost like a stitch as well. So those are nice little gift as well, and they come also in men's size. It's going to be a bit big for me, so maybe I'll just show it to you like that. So the men's size, whoops, this way, it comes, the thumb, you see, the thumbs are on the opposite side. So you see, this is a nice little gift if you don't want to knit gloves, especially gloves with all those fingers and everything else. So you can all do nice little gift. Chocolate was out of stock, but you must have a few left of the Tashi. I think they might have come back in stock. Maybe, we have to count and recount, making sure. And, once I think I sent all of the orders that we have, we just make sure that, whatever is left, we just want to make sure that we have. The Nyawang gloves for men, we finish them for women. Or maybe we don't. Maybe we still have some of them. They come in blue as well. So midnight blue and desert. So that's a nice, if you don't like the desert, so desert chocolate or midnight blue and desert. So those are the gloves. We had many more. We had some really funky one, but I think we sold out of those. We might still have some arm warmers, Dorji arm warmers. And what's cute about this is that you can just wear them in any way you want. So you can just wear them like this. You can mix and match ups and down. And why can you do that? Because they have holes on both sides. So you see here and here. So this is a cute little construction. So you can have them like that. And there's a nice general size, but they're very comfortable. And you can wear them upside down on the other side. So you can still open them up. And I did not put them up right, but where is the hole? Here. So you can just put them up on the other side. Of course, this way. The little tag is there. So you can see, you can make, you can just make them. Let me show you. Or you can just turn them around. Anyway, so these are fun. Again, we had a few colors. I know somebody were asking about those. Not sure. We might have the chocolate and desert left. The Llama Hood. So, and I will not put it on. I'm not a hat person, but this is one of my favorite pieces. The Llama cape and the Llama Hood. Let's start with the cape first. So the cape is a nice little chocolate. I think we only have the chocolate left. Let's see what I can do this one too. Going live like this without doing a pre-recording is kind of weird for me, especially because I'm shy. And I don't really like to try things on, but I think that's the only way. You will see a beautiful picture on the website, as I said, but let me try it on, and you will see. Put my glasses back on. This is a nice, generous neck, and you need to adjust before you go out. You see, it's nice. It's a nice size cape. Has a spunia stitch, so it's very nice. Again, very soft again, your skin. I will show it to you from close by. You can see how fluffy. It's like a sponge, really. Spunia is sponge in Italian, and it's really as soft as you see it, and all of that. The side is really nice. So this is good over your coat or over like a light sweater. If you have a big coat that, it doesn't fit. You see, I don't have much space on it. Also, it doesn't have space for let me just move this for a second. Yeah. So it doesn't have the arms stand down. So, you know, if you're going on a subway, it might not be the rustic. It might not be the best thing for you to have. But if you are, you know, with your purse, with your, even the knitting, I think you could do it. So let me move the screen. Sorry for moving back and forth. So this is the Llama cape, and is nice and super soft. So when we did the cape, but I don't think you should put them together because it would be a bit too much, we made the Llama Hood. So the Llama Hood is super nice. Has a string where you can pull it, and 3 buttons. You can see them here, 1, 2, 3. Of course, I've done it on this side. And you know, it's a nice hood, but also a nice neck warmer. So, not sure about this one. I think I just put it as a neck warmer. I use it as a neck warmer. I don't use it as a hood, but because I don't have a head for hats or a head for hoods. But you know, I like it as a neck warmer. I have a friend who has been swearing by it, and it's really, really nice. So if you just put it up, and it's nice and warm, and you can put the string, make it a little bit tighter, and but also it's nice for boys and girls, and it's very, very nice and warm as well. So this is the Llama Hood, and you see inside the texture is almost like, this is machine knit, yeah, so that is not woven or anything. So it's just, you can see the inside and the outside. Dundrup tie. I don't know why, that was the time where everybody wanted a knitted tie. So we made them. And I think that, you know, one day tie will come back, and I think you can just wear them, whether you're, or, you know, a man or a woman. I just like to wear them on top of a shirt. And I think that if you are a lover of the 70s, these are incredibly fun. They're pretty long. Well, of course, you know, they are the right size. Inside are very well made. They are grosgrain in different colors. So, for example, if you have the chocolate and desert inside, you have a grosgrain, which means that when you put it around your neck or on your shirt, they slide very easily. They don't leave any fluff. And remember also that the yak fiber doesn't peel easily. It's very difficult for it to peel. So any of the scarves and the stoles that I've shown you, they are pretty good, and they will not peel. So as I said, if you love the 70s, this is the one. These are the Dundrup tie. They come in different colors. They are, you know, again, because they are reduced to 70%, it's almost like a little gift that you can give a friend. Even if you're younger people, it would be nice, you know, and they are narrow ties, so they're not those big ties that you see. This is a bit dark because of my screen. Let me see where I can get it. But this is a burgundy and a midnight blue. And we have it in different colors. So as you see, it's a nice touch. So the back of the grosgrain is, and also the grosgrain were made in Italy. So those are the nice one. We have both the Dundrup tie or the Karma tie. So the Karma tie, they come with this little decorations. It's a very, very gentle. And you also have the mYak label on the back. A lot of men also like to put the tie inside and the back so it doesn't slip when you put it on. But, you know, so it stays inside in place. But as I said, you know, I like it. I like it as a decoration as well. You don't need to really be wearing a tie. You need to be whatever you want to do. I like it almost for myself as well. I do go with, of course, with the one with the bright colors. So those were the ties. And because we were not happy in just doing a beautiful ready-to-wear collection, we also made a home decor collection. And those are the ones that we actually sold the most as well, because they're so, as I said, also the scarves, timeless, that it was really nice to have. Starting from my daughter, when she was born under a blanket of a crib blanket of baby yak, and it's still one of her favorite blankets. We have them in different sizes. First, I show you the big throws. They are the seed stitched throws. They come in double size, which is good for a queen size or even a king size, because you don't have to go all the way, and a single size, throw size, and crib size. Now, for the crib, we are going to do something special because we have a lot of crib, and we say crib, but if you are on the couch and you want just something small on your lap, go ahead and do that. But we're also coming out with a nice little pattern of a hat that will go with the crib. So if you want to buy a little kit with the pattern and the skein of baby yak, will come with the crib. So that should be ready maybe in a couple of weeks, if not before. And that would be a nice gift for the holiday. So it's going to be the crib blanket, the baby yak blanket, in the color stitch that you want, with a skein of the baby yak medium and a pattern to make a little cute hat. So now going back, this I just wish you could just feel it. I mean, the softness of this thing, and it's so light. I'm just holding it basically with 2 fingers. Is a very generous size throw. In this case, is 55 by 89. It says here, yeah, or 40 centimeters by 150 centimeters, and the peculiarity about these throws is that in 2 layers inside there is cotton gauze. They make it more resistant. Isn't it weird how you're thinking about words in English and they just come out of your mouth, but you're not sure whether they said it right, and you have nobody that can help you out? So whatever I said, so they, it's almost like a fleece. It's almost is like a fleece. Let me close it too, but it's so nice, almost like velvet or a fleece. And the stitch trim comes in different colors, and this is all cashmere. It's not baby yak, so it's quite sturdy. This is very, very, very generous throw. Of course, think about it. I'm just showing to you on me so you can just see. You just wake up in the morning, you grab it from your couch, or think about just sitting on your couch. Winter is coming, you have to stay there, you can read, you can nap, you can watch TV, those endless Netflix or Hulu or whatever you're watching, and knit as well. I mean, sometimes it's nice, and or even trying to go and stay in the garden and just throw it on and feel, or if you have your child, two of you can just stay in it together. But this is a very beautiful throw. We only have few left, and they come in different colors. So the stitch trim is in a papavero, which is the orange. We have for sure few in the blue, ceruleo, which is the blue, the light blue, which is the same type of blue that we had in the Tsushi Scarf, burgundy, oliva, which is a nice green, and biscotto, which is a beige. We also have the big blanket for the bed that have a white border as well. I think I'll try to post the pictures, or I don't know if we even have on the website those. But whether they are double, single, throws, or crib, we have any size that you want. But talking about throws, we might just have 1 or 2 left. We have the ghiaccio throw, which is, again, if you love cables, is a huge knitted throws. I don't have it here, but this is the cables. So can you imagine? This is the pillow. This is the ghiaccio pillow, and this is the throw. Comes with the same stitch pattern and the same texture. Is brown, is nice, is soft, and it's beautiful. I think we have 1 or 2 left. Would be nice to remember that, but I don't. So the pillowcase, whether we have them on left or not, is 18 by 18 inches. Some of them come with a felt in the back, but some don't. So again, you will get what you get. There is no difference in prices or anything. We just have few of this, few of that. So it depends who, where we put them in. So it's 45 by 45 centimeters. For the pillow, instead, the throw is 71 inches by 45 inches, and it's absolutely gorgeous. I have that one as well. And the last throw that we have is the Jamian Throw, and this is done on a tartan, so it's very, very hip, very now, baby yak and cashmere. So this is our Jamian Throw. We also had it just in chocolate, but we sold out of that. I think we have 2 pieces left of this on the website, and it comes in different color. There is some petrol, the saffron, some blue, some desert, and some chocolate. And again, this is a very nice, generous size. It's 45 by 71. I think I already, no, that's not true. I think, yeah, I think it's the same size as the Gyatso Throw. This also is like velvet. It's like the same texture of some of our scarves is being carded naturally. Something, a technique that you really don't see very often is when you go to the big brand and you saw those beautiful blanket and throws, those are the same. You know, we had, of course, we didn't have the name to put up the same price, but it's done in the same mill with even better ethical fiber. So this is absolutely stunning. And I know that we also made the scarf that went with it, not because you have to go out with the throw and the scarf, but the Jamian scarf is a beautiful tartan scarf that we have as well. This is the same size of most of our scarf. Is probably 35 by 170. Good for men and women. Love it. Nice color. Orangey, saffron. Those are the colors that go back this year. And but again, as I said, people have been very generous in purchasing these ethical gifts or scarves for themselves. So I'm not sure how many we have, but we thought it would be nice to just do this live this week to talk about the collection, so you understand more about why we have done it, what we have, how it was produced, and as we said, everything is made in Italy with the same fiber that we use for our skins. So I think that was really it for today. Again, we wanted to say thank you for your generosity. Thank you for your support. If you are watching this after the live, please do go back on our website, check if there's anything left. If we don't have anything left, do buy some yarn or buy something else. Some of the crib blanket will come back. And I think I bought a scarf earlier this week. Oh, Marla, thank you so much. Thank you. And again, you know, we are so flabbergasted to see the reaction that we have received. I said it before, thank you. If you like this video, or we are trying to go live every week or every other week. So please do like the video, put a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. That really helps if if we increase the subscribers as well. I will put up all the link down below once this is recorded. And remember to sign up for our newsletter, which is the first place where we put things out. And go on our website. The mYak ready-to-wear collection is straight on our website. So whatever we have left, if not today, come back tomorrow. We might have a few more things while we move things around and we process the orders just to make sure. And thank you very much for watching on behalf of the mYak team from our studio in New York. Have a wonderful afternoon and evening, wherever you are. And we will see you next week. Next week is going to be a nice video on new samples, so don't miss it. Bye.